sunshine I gotta love, and I know that it's all mine. Oh,
hi there. So this is going to be a tutorial on how to make a section perspective in Revit. So you're going to open up your project and you're going to go to View, 3D View, use the drop-down menu and click Camera. This is going to allow you to place a perspective view. And you want to place it fairly far back from where you're going to cut. And I'm going to place it on like just approximately where I want it to go. You click once for where the person is standing, and then a second time for where the extent of the view is going to go. It's going to open up automatically, and this looks kind of crazy. It's fine. So this is a perspective view. So now to make it a section, I'm just going to go to the properties panel and click section box and move my mouse off. So now you see this box. It's kind of confusing when you're in the perspective, but you can just click on it and then don't click off of it. Just quickly go to your view. And now you can see this is like the section box. So I'm just going to pull it in to where I want it to be cutting. So I'll just say like right there. Now, if I go back, I can now see that it's cutting. So if you're trying to do a section perspective through your building, you're probably going to notice that you want to make the box bigger, but you should be cautious when doing this because you're going to start to warp the view until it's kind of unnatural. So you can make it bigger this way, but if you keep pulling this, it's going to look really distorted. So one way to fix how distorted it is just to go back and pull the little camera guy even farther back to just capture a more straight on view. So now you have your section perspective. I just usually go ahead and hide this by right-clicking the box and turning it off, or you can type in VV, which is visibility graphics, and just turn off the section box. So now we have the section perspective. If we want to crochet the cut line, like here I modeled things kind of oddly. So if I want to make this the cut line all black, let's say, I can type VV, which is visibility graphics, click all, and then cut pattern. I just go like this, make it solid, and make it black. And now the cut line will be solid black. So obviously section perspectives cannot be to a scale because perspectives are never to a scale. But I was asked recently to make a section perspective that is to a certain scale. So it's kind of silly, but what is meant by that is that the cut plane is just the cut plane is to a certain scale. So we're treating just the cut plane as like a normal section drawing. So in order to do that, we need to have the section be straight on, right? Because we could make section perspectives on an angle like this. And obviously there's no way that this could line up with a flat section, so it can't have a scale. So we're gonna try first to make it as straight on as possible. So I just do that by drawing in a line like this one. I type DL or go to detail lines and just draw in a line. So now if I go back to the view and I click on the camera there, if I go back into the plan, then I can have the camera pop up, which is what we want. And now I'm just going to drag it until it is on the line. It will not snap, unfortunately. And if I click off of it to go use the align tool, it like won't work. So you just kind of have to eyeball this and like hope for the best. And so I just line up both of these. So this is like the end of the direction. So now that should be straight on. So now if I were to export this view, it's not going to export out of scale, obviously, because it's a perspective. So now if you want to put this to a scale, you can't do that in Revit, but you can take a section and place the section exactly where the section perspective is cutting. And then you can export that at a certain scale and then use that just as like a reference to manually size up and down the size of the exported section perspective. Hope this was helpful.
For the sunshine, I gotta love